Hi, fellow traders. Happy New Year. 2019 is here, and it will be our best year yet. Now, it's a little slow out of the gate today. The market never really felt inviting to me, so I never engaged. But after the close, I was about to get up and walk away, and I heard Benzinga Charlie say, AAPL, Apple halted pending news. And now when you hear a stock of the stature of Apple getting halted, you better get ready for some fireworks. So I kind of hung around and waited, listened to all the garbage that was released. The market was selling off a little bit. So I just kind of gathered everything together and kind of assessed what was happening and prepared to strike. So you guys that were still hanging around in the chat room, got to see me turn into a child. But, before we get to that and all of that excitement, I want to share something else very exciting with you. Now, I've shared with you already what we have coming for 2019. It's highlighted by a virtual classroom. It's close to being up and running, and I'm excited about the possibilities that it possesses. I'm closer than I have been in the last 2 years to having a new website up and running. So I'm stoked about that. But I've waited to share the best news for last. Last year our focus was starting where you were with what you had, because what you had was plenty. The focus in the beginning was to get started, because too often we dream about it, we think about it, we study it, but we never take that leap. Now that you've taken that leap, you guys have gotten started. I'm going to share with you this year my roadmap to getting to that elusive 10%ers club. Now, it's a widely accepted fact that 90% of all those who seek to be a professional trader will fail. Don't be fooled by these chat rooms, these communities that poll their members and ask them if they're, profitable, trading profitably, or whatever. Most are still in the sim or paper trading. Others are not willing to admit that they're failing at something that everybody else is claiming to be doing well at. So they're going to exercise a little white lie. Look, day trading is hard. And I'm sure you guys that have been in it for a minute, it's hard. And it's very hard, especially if you don't have the right guidance. So this year, you will get that guidance from somebody who successfully navigated these waters. Someone who's in the trenches with you day in and day out. Someone who's willing to share with you step by step how they made it. Someone who is 100% transparent. And let me tell you, you damn well better listen to them. And yes, it's me. I'm the one I'm talking about. For the last 2 years, I've been live in this chat room, streaming my trading platform real time, trying to be that model of success that you can follow. But, there was something missing. In one of my last Rolling with Ed segments, I shared, that I spoke to some of the former members about their journey and what they felt went wrong for them. And I took all of that data and I came to the conclusion that I needed to provide a roadmap, a step-by-step guide to trading success. A lot of these guys needed more structure. And there were too many things that I took for granted that everybody knew coming in. So now, this roadmap that I have, it's going to address all of them. We're not going to miss anything. Because like I said, it's a step-by-step process. But you guys are going to have to commit to it. You can't deviate or change course because someone else says something that caught your attention or you feel like you want to move faster. You've got to trust the process and stay until your learning is complete. Now, yes, some people are going to learn faster than others. Some people are going to move along faster than others. But you cannot compare yourself to the person next to you. In this industry, it's you against you. So how many people, do good and how fast, that shouldn't even be your concern. What should be your concern is you doing what you need to do, taking the time that you need to take in order to be successful. During this process, you're going to grow into your own unique trader. So buckle up and let's get ready to make 2019 the year that changes your life. All right, so let's take a look at what we did today. All right, so told you at the close, after the close, it was about 4:15, and they announced that Apple was halted. Okay, so for me, I'm looking at this and I'm saying, well, the news is probably going to be bad. I doubt if it's going to be good, but we have to wait and see. But I was looking for a move down through 144 and, possibly even a little bit lower. And I'm like, if I could catch this at the right time, this would be awesome. But you guys know I'm not the type trader that can move fast. I'm a slow, methodical type trader. So this, these moves are a little bit challenging. And in the breaking news class that I have, I talk about how I trade breaking news, where I let the initial hit go and then I come back and wait for the retracement and get back in, because you're always going to have profit taking. And I wait for that profit taking, and I'm watching the price action, waiting for that sign to get in, and then I make that move. Well, breaking news is a little bit different. If you can catch it, you can catch that first initial move, and then you sit back and wait for that next move. And so I tried to catch it once it opened. I sat there and we were sitting there waiting. Once it opened, I kept trying to get in, and I forgot. Dumbass, you got a hotkey. So I used the hotkey, finally got, I got in. So I gave up like 2 points on this, but I still felt we would get through 144. So getting in at 148 and picking up 4 points on, 500 shares would be great. I mean, that would be awesome, especially sitting here all day, not really engaging the market. And, that's exactly what we did. But I didn't get the move I wanted. This cover was kind of an accident. I was trying to put in 144, and I think I put in 145 or the price. I put in the price higher than what it was, and it just triggered at that price. And, I still had 100 shares left. And I just kind of waited to see what this was going to do. And, it would have stopped me out anyway if I hadn't taken it off here, because it would have gone up and stopped me out at break even. But I wanted to get back in full size. I wanted to load back up. But this never gave us the bounce that I was looking for. I felt if we were going to bounce, we would come back up toward 150 and then sell off. We did come close to covering half of the body of the candle, but that really wasn't much. So I waited, and it looked like we were going to lose this level here. And I got in, but it kind of hung on to it, and I felt, hey, I'm just going to have to hold this overnight to see if we're going to get the gap down that I'm looking for. So we were able to lock in only 869.72. Should have been double this if I had remembered I had a hotkey. This is just me not really, this is not really my strong suit. But it was fun. It was, it was like being a kid in the candy store is what it turned out to be. So waited all day, ended up catching this really nice present. So I've got some I'm holding overnight. So we'll see what the market does. And yeah, if you're looking here, this is the same J&J from last week that, I'm just being stubborn and pig-headed on. I still think this is going to crash. So as long as it doesn't get away from me, I'm going to keep holding on to it. So still got that iron in the fire. So maybe going into the close of the week, I can get another sell-off like we did last week and, make some money on it. All right, so that was my trade on that. So now I want to talk to you a little bit about some different type of trading. So, you guys, I've been talking to my son, trying to get him to, learn what I'm doing and everything. And so he takes trades. And what this is he's different than me. He sees things differently. And just like what I tell you, once you learn, you're going to start seeing things. You're going to start wanting to do things differently. And when you're young, it's easy to be a little bit more aggressive and take a little bit more trades. And this is SQ today. And I told him, just wait. Don't jump in like this. Don't jump in at the open. Just wait. Let things settle down. And, make some good trades. And, did pretty good. He didn't waited for the bounce off the 200. And this is what I teach, I preach. The 200 a lot of times is going to be key. I like the bounce off the 200, the reverse off the 200. And here's the thing, and he respected red to green here. So he waited until it got over red to green. But, had a little pullback, but still, here was the technical stop. So nowhere near stopping out. And he ran up, took some profit here, took some here. I'm thinking he took it a little bit early. Or maybe late, just kind of held on to it. But halfway between here and here, you want to take profit. And up here. And this is the scalping that I was talking about in chat. These are the things, this is the type scalping that you can do. Now, this isn't what I like to do. I'm not comfortable doing it, so I don't do it. But if it's what he likes to do, if it's what he sees, then hey, I'm all for it. And you can see here, this is where he took profit. And I think bought again. Or was it? No, I think he shorted here. And then got stopped out and ended up flipping it long from what I can see. And then, took it off here. Took some more off here. Got back in. Took some off. So I'm trying to follow his trade log here. So 13.11 was a buy. Let's see. 13.12 shorted 200. Wow. Yeah, I'm trying to figure this out, but then we shorted here. Okay, here was another short. And covered this. Here was the last short here, 57.30. And took some off at 57.02. Yeah, just little scalps. 56.88. But, look, 18 trades, a lot of money in commissions, but $231.79. And this is on I think there's like $3,200 in this account. On a $3,200 account. Not bad. Not bad. So this is a different, I'm not putting down scalping. What I want you guys to know, I'm not putting it down. I'm saying that's not the way I like to trade. That's not what, makes me comfortable in the market. I'm looking for longer, larger, trend type moves that I can make multiple points on. Those are the things that I'm looking for. Now, do I get the multiple point move all the time? No. So a lot of times I have to accept what it gives me. But I don't go in looking for smaller, moves like this. Like from 56.20. Well, this is a point from, here to here. That's not bad. But, I'm looking for a little bit more. But all in all, I think he did pretty good. I think he did pretty good on this. But to make, I'd be happy making $231. Even if it took 18 tickets to do it, I'd still be happy to make it. As long as my trading is tight, I'm managing my risk, and, my trade plans make sense. So I'm going to be interested to see his reflection sheet. Now I'll be interested to see and look at these trades, because I just trying to look at them is kind of, it kind of has me confused here. It's like it got in and added and subtracted and flipped. I can't really, I'm not a scalper, so I don't know what's going on. But that's that. That was today. Really happy that Apple, brought it home for us. So I'm not starting out 2019 with a blank. I'm not starting out with a red stripe. So, we're off and running. So you guys, that's going to do it for me today. You guys have a great night, a great evening, and we'll get back at this thing in the morning.